Buckle up, racing enthusiasts. Trackhouse Racing has been flipping the script on motorsports in ways that leave us all gasping for air. From humble beginnings to jaw-dropping victories across NASCAR and MotoGP. This team's knack for shocking the world isn't just impressive, it's a masterclass in turning the unexpected into unbeatable triumphs. But here's where it gets controversial. Are they geniuses disrupting the status quo? Or just lucky underdogs bending the rules? Stick around as we dive into their wild ride, exploring how they've redefined racing. And trust me, this is the part most fans overlook, where innovation meets sheer audacity. Trackhouse Racing burst onto the scene in 2021 as a modest, single-car outfit competing in the NASCAR Cup Series, far from the powerhouse we see today. Their real breakout moment, though, came when they acquired the entire Chip Ganassi Racing operation, sending shockwaves through NASCAR and commanding widespread attention that hasn't faded. Ever since, they've expanded dramatically, now running 3 full-time entries in the Cup Series and signing one of stock car racing's brightest young talents. They've even ventured into MotoGP by partnering with Aprilia for the 2024 season. And this year, they competed in the prestigious Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona with a GTD Pro car, securing a solid 9th place finish in their class. To put that in perspective for beginners, the Rolex 24 is like Motorsports Marathon, a grueling 24-hour endurance race where strategy and stamina are as crucial as speed. And Trackhouse proved they could hang with the big leagues from the jump. The pinnacle of their two-wheeled exploits hit this weekend when Trackhouse clinched their first MotoGP victory at the Australian Grand Prix with Raul Fernandez. https://motorsport.com/MotoGP-Australian Grand Prix with Raul Fernandez, Bezecchi third. Before this Sunday's glory, the team hadn't even sniffled a podium spot in the series. This stunning win serves as the perfect launchpad for reflecting on Trackhouse's history as NASCAR disruptors who've consistently surprised the racing universe. Let's rewind to one of their earliest brainwaves, Project 91, a visionary concept dreamed up by Trackhouse founder Justin Marks. https://www.driver.justinmarks. The idea was to invite global racing superstars for select NASCAR appearances, broadening the sport's appeal to new audiences while offering these pose opportunities they might not find elsewhere. For instance, imagine a Formula One champ rubbing elbows with stock car veterans. It's like mixing high-octane cocktails from different worlds. Over the past few years, the project has featured a select handful of events, spotlighting legends like 2007 Formula One world champion Kimi Räikkönen and 4-time Indianapolis 500 victor Helio Castroneves. https://motorsport.com/driver/Helio Castroneves/439. Alongside 3-time Supercars champion Shane van Gisbergen. https://motorsport.com/driver/Shane van Gisbergen/10844. Just having these icons on the grid was thrilling, blending diverse racing cultures. But here's the bombshell. Van Gisbergen, or SVG as he's affectionately known, elevated the buzz to full-blown astonishment. Debuting at the 2023 Chicago Street Course, he clinched victory on his very first NASCAR attempt. A feat unmatched in over 6 decades. Think about that. No rookie jitters, just pure dominance on a twisty urban track that demands precision like threading a needle at high speed. Since then, SVG has ditched his supercars career to plunge full-time into stock car racing. Wow, he's adapted swiftly to ovals, those high-speed banked circuits where aerodynamics and guts collide. He's truly dazzled on road courses in 2025. Racking up 5 straight wins on road and street layouts. He's now the most victorious rookie in Cup Series annals, proving versatility is key in this sport. And this is the part most people miss. Is SVG's rapid rise a testament to international talent shaking up NASCAR? Or does it hint at an unfair advantage for outsiders? Some argue it levels the playing field, while others wonder if it dilutes the authentic American roots of stock car racing. What do you think? Should more global stars get these chances, or is it time to prioritize homegrown drivers? Shifting gears to Trackhouse's star NASCAR driver, Ross Chastain, he's delivered his fair share of unforgettable moments, for better or worse. None, however, rival the epic gamble at the 2022 season's close. A former Ganassi racer without a single win under his belt, Chastain flipped the script post-acquisition with a thrilling coda triumph, Trackhouse's inaugural NASCAR victory, charging deep into the playoffs on sheer unpredictability. In their sophomore year as a team, they almost clinched the championship finals, but Chastain teetered on elimination by a razor-thin 2 points. Instead of bowing out gracefully, as most would, he opted for a wild detour. As rivals hit the brakes and downshifted into the hairpin turns 3 and 4 of the compact half-mile oval, Chastain defied logic by upshifting to 5th gear, flooring the accelerator to hug the outer wall. The car scraped and slingshotted around the track's edge, with Chastain releasing the wheel and his vision blurring as he overtook 5 competitors and obliterated the lap record. That wall ride propelled him into the championship 4, amassing over 200 million social media views. Even non-racing accounts share it for its sheer insanity, proving that in motorsports, sometimes the craziest path leads to glory. Chastain's heroics landed Trackhouse a championship runner-up, agonizingly short by just 356 feet. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this move innovative bravery or dangerously reckless? Critics call it a stunt that endangered others, while fans hail it as the bold spirit that NASCAR needs. And this is the part most people miss. How did the sport's officials let it slide without stricter penalties? It raises questions about safety versus spectacle in racing. Do you see Chastain as a trailblazer or a liability? Share your thoughts below. Trackhouse's original NASCAR pilot, Daniel Suarez. www.motorsport.com/driver Daniel Suarez. Etched his name in history as the first Mexican-born driver to conquer the Cup Series. In 2024, he starred in a cinematic photo finish straight from Pixar's Cars. Dueling neck and neck with Ryan Blaney, https www.motorsport.com/driver Ryan Blaney 1836 and Kyle Busch, https www.motorsport.com/driver Kyle Busch, in a 3-abreast battle that resembled aerial dogfighters in tight formation. Suarez claimed the victory, his maiden oval win, and became the first foreign-born driver to triumph on an oval since Canadian Earl Ross in 1974. What made it legendary? It stands as the tightest 3-wide photo finish ever, with Suarez edging Blaney by a microscopic 0.003 seconds, and Busch trailing just 0.007 seconds behind. For beginners, a photo finish means judges use cameras to decide by thousandths of a second. In this case, it was like 3 cars crossing the line in a photo booth, with Suarez's nose just ahead. Now, on to how Trackhouse shook up NASCAR's title showdown like no other. In today's format, the season culminates with 4 finalists in a decisive race at Phoenix Raceway, formerly Homestead Miami Speedway, where the highest finishing driver claims the crown. No points, just pure racing. Unsurprisingly, since 2014, the finale winner has always been the champion, until Trackhouse changed the game. Though Chastain exited the playoffs midway through 2023, the show wasn't over for him. While the Championship 4 battled it out, he crashed their party, irritating eventual champ Ryan Blaney with aggressive moves, including a flip during a contact-laden lead fight. On the final restart, Chastain breezed past teammate Chevy driver and fellow finalist Kyle Larson. https://www.motorsport.com/Kyle/Larson for the lead, fending off Blaney. Commentators were flustered, torn between celebrating the new champion and the race victor. And this is the part most people miss. Did Chastain steal the spotlight unfairly? Or was it a brilliant disruption of a stagnant system? Some say it injected excitement into a formulaic finale, but others argue it undermined the championship's integrity. Chastain crops up repeatedly here because he's a fountain of surprises. Just recall his recent round of 12 ouster at the Charlotte Roval. Yet, this year, he delivered Trackhouse's most significant NASCAR achievement in an unconventional fashion. During preparations for the 2025 Coca-Cola 600, NASCAR's marathon event spanning 600 miles, about 966 kilometers, Chastain's primary car suffered a tire blowout and wreck. Undeterred, the crew toiled overnight to prep the backup, knowing they'd start dead last in 40th position. From there, Chastain clawed his way forward methodically. 20th after Stage 1, 10th by Stage 2's end, and 5th heading into Stage 3. In the climactic 4th stage, with under 10 miles remaining, he seized the lead from William Byron and held on for the checkered flag, leading a mere 8 of the 400 laps. As per tradition, he smashed a watermelon, a nod to his 8th-generation farming heritage in celebration. This marked the deepest starting position for a Coca-Cola 600 winner since the race began in 1960, showcasing resilience that could inspire any underdog story. But here's where it gets controversial. Is relying on a backup car in such a high-stakes race a clever workaround or an exploitation of the rules? Detractors might see it as bending the system, while supporters praise the team's ingenuity. And this is the part most people miss. How does this win redefine comeback in racing? Finally, Trackhouse's latest bombshell unfolded in the recent MotoGP round. Raul Fernandez, on his 76th career Grand Prix start, with a best finish of 5th, kick-started the Australian Grand Prix at Phillip Island from 4th. Their MotoGP venture, barely 2 years old, had yet to touch a podium. Yet, Fernandez surged to second swiftly, then capitalized when Marco Bezzecchi's penalty demoted him. Clutching the lead with relentless speed, Fernandez navigated tire concerns expertly, crossing the line 1.4 seconds ahead of Fabio Di Giannantonio. His podium ecstasy was palpable, a triumph that blindsided the paddock. Bolstering their 14 NASCAR Cup victories from Chastain, Van Gisbergen, and Suarez, Trackhouse now boasts this MotoGP win from Fernandez. Intriguingly, their drivers hail from the USA, Chastain, New Zealand, SVG, Mexico, Suarez, and Spain, Fernandez, highlighting a truly global squad. What would you like to see on Motorsport.com? Take our 5-minute survey. The Motorsport.com team. We've unpacked Trackhouse's roller coaster path, from NASCAR upsets to MotoGP milestones. But what if their disruptive style is polarizing the sport? Do you believe their shocks breathe new life into racing? Or do they risk diluting its traditions? Is SVG's crossover success a sign of evolution or a threat to national purists? And Chastain's antics, heroic or hazardous? We'd love to hear your take. Agree that Trackhouse's motorsports need a jolt, or disagree and explain why? Drop your opinions in the comments. Let's debate.